So I'm using my YouTube close-up, so I need to hide some stuff. Let's see. Streamer stuff. Boom. Oh, we hit it. That's perfect. What happens? That's my close-up. That's my other one. Let's hide the same things. This is awesome. Bloop. Bloop. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm the Checkpoint Professor. We're going to, I'm working on my game today. We're doing a few different things. Notice in the background, we are going to set up a simple hazard for a side-scroller platformer. It's because I did a demo in my class today, kind of messed it up, was rushed at the end of the class, so I'm going to do it potentially to make a video for my class today. So that's what we're going to do. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And then we're going to play test the most recent build of Bricks Over Blocks. And what else are we going to do? We're going to work on some levels. I'm hoping to add some effects to our main character. Maybe some puffy smoke when he walks around. I need to start prototyping some blueprints for some additions I want in the levels too. So we're going to show how all that works. So that's my plan, Stan. Should be fun. Oh, let's hit start on I think we're live. I think we're live everywhere. I don't think anyone's watching yet. So there we are. Ooh, that would have been fun. All right, let's I'm going to share. There we go. All right, so let's do this. So I don't know if I have effects in my game. If not, we're going to figure out how to put them in. So, CZM Avery says, let's do some co-working. You work on Bob and I work on coursework. What kind of coursework are you working on? Okay, here's what we're going to do. So check this out. This is a side-scroller template that I use in my level design class. Basically, what I want to do today is we're going to set up a really simple hazard, and then we will change it later on as well. My computer is really laggy today. What is up with you? Okay. One of the things to pay attention to is that if I push play, my camera is really close in. And it's not running. Come on! There it goes. Let's try it again. There we go. There we go. See, the camera's in a little bit too close. So we're going to adjust that first. Oh, it's Maddie. How are you doing, Maddie? Sorry, I didn't recognize you. That's so rude of me. That is so rude of me. Oh, crap. And why didn't someone tell me my camera's pushed in? So let's start this again. Let's start this over again. Although I could work and people wouldn't see what I'm doing. That would be great. But we don't really want to do that. So here we go. I'm back. Since I'm doing this for a class, I'm tempted to go sans me, which I think I'm going to for this one, and then I'll pop back in the next. But here's the side scroller level we're working on. Rebuilt from Unreal Engine 4 because there isn't a template in Unreal Engine 5. So this is, I actually followed a tutorial using the original side scroller template and fixing it for Unreal Engine 5. So we still have, these are the side scroller elements that came in the Unreal Engine 4 template. So first thing I want to do is move my camera back. Oh, look, here's a platform apparently I started. What is this? What is this? A platform? Let's try it. Does it move? Do I have the logic? I do have the logic tied to it as well. Well, that's good to know. Let's see if it works. Let's see if my platform works. Because this is what we're going to build later. Let's test it out. All right, let's hit play. It does work. My platform, my moving platform. We're going to build one of these next. We're going to do this in class next week. All right. Avery says, I only got to join streams once during the internships. I don't blame you for not recognizing me. Well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel better. All right, let's get rid of this moving platform. One of my big goals now and going forward is to make sure I'm always in. Let's just do SS. I'm wondering if this will show my character. Instead of SS, let's type in character. Waiting for skinned assets to be ready. What the heck? I think my computer has issues. Here you go. BP side scroller, old blueprint class, BP side scroller. I think this is the one we're using. There's so much leftover junk in this file. I need to do it. I want to do a cleaned up version, honestly. One where I'm just starting with just a blank stage maybe and creating it. But here is our viewport. Here's our character right here. There's my camera. So we're going to take my camera and we're going to scooch it back a bit. Maybe twice the distance, a little bit more. We're going to hit compile and save. And now hit play again. Oh, so much better. So much better. So now we can actually see where we're going. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, this is what I tell my students, is we're going to do some cleanup. We did this in class too. Essentially, I'm going to remove some of this content. Right? We don't need this block up here. We don't need this text in the background. We can get rid of that. Where's that Unreal text? Come on. What is this volume? This is a sky sphere. Interesting. It's a sky sphere. Okay. I need to try to collect. Let's come in here. That side scroller template text. There it is. Got it. I'm going to move this whole thing over a little bit. Light mass importance volume. Interesting. I don't know what that does, but we're going to keep it in here. We're going to hide it though, so I don't accidentally click it. We're going to keep those boxes in the background. They're nice to just keep back there. Scale this guy up. Bada bing, bada boom. Maddie, one of the things, or sorry, Avery, I want to use not your real name. One of the things I want to do, I want to do more of these streams. I want to stream for like a couple hours a day, and then I'm going to use this content. I'm going to use this content, clip it up, and paste it. For some reason, I like these posts back here. Kind of like the shape that gives. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff. And I actually think I want to use a new cube. So let's do it this way. Let's go to creation mode. Let's go to modeling. We are going to create a box. Set it there. We're going to accept that. Let's see if we can go into mesh mode, modeling, mesh. I think we need to turn on some stuff here. Triangle edit. We don't want triangle edit. There's extrude. Let's go back to this. Try select fill holes. Triangle select. Interesting. Let's go into model polygroup edit. Here we go. So if I grab this piece, I want to make a ramp, essentially. I think that feels pretty good. All right, so we'll accept that. I accept you, ramp. I don't mind either way. Also, it's a good way to keep yourself accountable to work on it and get the word out. That's the goal. Only good sir, how are you doing over on Twitch? Glad you found me. Make it a side scroller game, kind of. So this is for a class I teach. It's for a level design class. So today I am not. No, I'm not. Easy answer. No, I'm not creating a. Well, yeah. I hate words. Yes, I am. I'm creating one for a class I teach, essentially. So let's create another. Let's create another box. Where was the create? There it is, create. Okay, we're going to create that cube and set it there. Right, so we want to create this section that you have to jump to. And we want to create these hazards underneath you, essentially. We're going to make this symmetrical. Come on. There you go. We do want some more height on this, though. Just for fun. Make it feel a little more dangerous. And I wish I'd made sure these were the right scale. So we'll just... Just let it clip through. It doesn't matter. Oh, you're learning Unreal. Awesome. Well, welcome to the channel, my friend. Okay, so we're going to leave that down there. Okay, we want to go from here to here. That's our goal. Right, so let's take a look. Here we go. So we want to run up this little path here. And then we want to make it so we can see that other side there. And this is great because we can't make that jump. It's just too far. Which is fine. I actually want it a little bit further. Actually, we'll start it like this. You can make it across. How about that? We can't see each other in chat. Oh, over on Twitch. Yeah, we've got 2 viewers. Holy crap, on Twitch. Unbelievable. That's awesome. Kindly follow if you get a chance. Only good sir. We would love your follows. I need to do my Twitch is super like bare bones. There's like nothing updated on it. We got to get that fixed. Actually, Avery, this is kind of fun. So my wife is going to start managing our social media for WalterNet games. So that'll be pretty cool. Okay, so let's do this. Let's create some spike traps. So check this out. We could put some cones down here. See these cones? Oh, I like these because they're so big and scary. We're going to accept that. Yeah, so using the cones out of this creation panel, they seem a little bit larger. I like it. So we want to build something like this. Put one more over here. We want to make this scary. Yeah, lots going on. Lots going on, Avery. I'm really excited for the future. Okay, so if we look at this, here we go. Looks scary, right? But they're not doing anything. You're just kind of getting stuck in them, and you can kind of still make it through. So we want to make this painful for everyone involved. So let's go to our content drawer. Skip out this character business. We want to create a new folder. And we'll call it, do we not have a materials already? I think it's because there's no level prototyping. What's this? Textures, meshes. Oh, look at that. Textures, meshes, and materials. We already have some. This is great. But I'm going to make my own material section just under content. And then we're going to do one for blueprints. Okay, so we're going to tuck this one in there. Bloop. Open up our materials. We're going to create a new material. And we'll call this Matt Hazard Red. We'll call it Hazard Red, just for fun. Can you ask a question about the array node? Yes. Yes, you can. What what would you like to know? I'll do my best to answer. Okay, let's get this material going. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do a vector. What is this? Vector 3. What's a vector color? Interesting. Only good sir, if I make an array and I want to assign key presses to print strings, the different values from the array. So key 1 shows index 0, value 0, and key press 2 shows index 1. Okay, we're going to use a constant vector. Constant 3 vector here. I'm going to get a red color here. A little too not red enough. Okay, we'll start with this. Only good sir, I am good at like visually seeing that stuff. If I make an array and I want to assign key presses to print strings. So my question was, why do you need an array to do that? Could you set that up individually with each key press? Also going to be I'm going to be honest, I'm a level designer, not as much of a coder. Which I know that's probably not the answer you want. Okay, world grid. We're going to look for that red. Matt Hazard. Okay, so there are red spikes, okay? And we want to make it so if you land on those, if you don't make it across, essentially they kill you and restart the game. Oh, we can't even make it. We can't even make it. Okay, so let's do this. We get rid of one of these. We want to be able to make that jump. You want to make a lift that goes to different buttons. No, I get it. I get it. If I saw the code, I might be able to help you out. Or at least the logic for it. Avery says, would that I could help too, but I'm just a producer. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're on the right track, like figuring out. I mean, I think you'd have to use the array and then like create some batches to do a check to see whether it was which number in the array you were selecting. And then if it equals this when you press the button, then it would shift it. But if you're trying to do a different button for each lift, I think that would change it. So I don't know if that helps. All right, so now let's start building our hazard here. Okay, we're going to create a new blueprint class. I'm going to choose actor. I'm going to call it BP underscore hazard, spike hazard. Let's call it spike hazard. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to recreate this. So I think we actually want to select this. Okay, perfect. And then let's add a cone. Gonna stretch it up a little bit. Set it on. Poof. That should be good. Okay. Let's compile and save, and then let's grab that and drag it into our scene. You can see it's much smaller. It's a much smaller spike, but we want it to be roughly that same size. So let's take that, let's look at it, and let's just scale it a little bit. Maybe not as tall, but still tall. And then let's give it that red material. Compile and save. Let's see what we're cooking with now. Yeah, I like that. So here we go. And I think I want it to be two spikes in length. So we can adjust a little bit. Maybe we want that whole strip of spikes. Okay, so let's take that cone, we'll duplicate it. Slide it out. How does that work in there? Okay. No, that's perfect. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this here. There we go. Perfect. So let's take the whole thing now. Set another one right here. So now we have those 4 spikes again. And let's grab this. Now with these two guys with their collision, let's check their collision. We want collision presets, block all dynamic, and we want to say no collision. Compile and save. Here we go. Let's hit play. Okay, so now if we fall down, no biggie, you can just walk through it. All right, here we go. So now what we need is a trigger volume. And this, we'll use this hazard later on for different things as well. But let's grab our root node. And we're going to add default scene root. And we're going to grab this and we're going to look for a collision box. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We have a collision box now. And we want to make sure like the player falls into the trap, not just touches the ends of it. So we're going to leave it about like this. We're going to hit compile. Let's go into our event graph. We're going to say on begin overlap. Begin overlap. Let's try a print screen first. Interesting. What's the difference between print text and print string? Interesting. Oh, because you can do anything. Okay, so print text, we want it to say you fell in spikes. You fell in spikes. But we want to do it but I think before we do this, I think we do want to cast to the side scroller character. We want to make sure it's looking for our side scroller character. Object wildcard. Why doesn't that work? Okay, it should. If the player overlaps, then we'll print string that says you fell in spikes. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, you fell in spikes. You fell in spikes. You fell in the spikes. Yes, we fell in the spikes. And I keep saying that because we're walking into another one. So now we need to kill the player. I think eventually we might figure out, I haven't done it in a while, but we'll do the, what is it? We want to do a ragdoll physics or something with it. But here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there with the simple hazards. This is going to be a part one of like multiple things. But let's do this. So let's open this back up. Now that is working. It's telling us we fell in the spikes. So let's, what the heck? We'll keep that here. Nah, we won't. Okay, we're just going to put that over there. Okay. If this is true, then we want to, I don't know if we have effects. We want to spawn emitter at location. And we don't have any emitters, so I need to find one. We also don't have any sounds. So I'm going to find us an explosion or something. But essentially what we want to do is we want to play an effect and sound. We want to play a sound. Play a sound at the location. The location we want to get world location. Let's see if we have it. Get world location of the default node. We'll just use that. And we want to play the sound here. If we want to play, we want to play the effect though, not at the world look. No. We want to play the effect here. So we want to play the effect right. Let's try this. Actually, watch this. This is where we want to play it. Boom. Right there. root component of our player character, whatever. Okay. We want to play those both at the same place. And we need to get some sounds. We don't have any default sounds. So what I might do, I'm gonna go online and look for some sounds, which means I'm gonna have to hide some stuff. We're gonna hide some stuff for a minute. All right, while we look for some stuff. I apologize, we're gonna have to hide. Here we go. Hiding some content while we find some sounds and some particle effects. Okay, input. Oh my gosh, low poly VFX. I'm gonna do that. Sound effects. Mouse, ambience, ball. I'm just gonna still some. Okay, mouse movement, multi-ball. Okay, let me find. What I need to find like a scream.
Jungle.
This is great. Okay, winning coin. This is awesome. Okay, we want. We want to scream.
Audio Jungle.
Cartoon panic suite. I can't find a yell. Let's try a. Yell. There's no free ones?
Audio Jungle.
What? $16? No. Oh, you can pay for these $16 unlimited downloads. Can I just download it for free? Where's the Wilhelm scream? I kind of think we need this damage state again. Originally, that's how you were going to get, if you got hit and died, that's what was going to happen. I just don't know what the Wilhelm scream is. We're just going to use this falling man scream. It is a wave, okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back. We'll see what we have. Get rid of that. And then media. Okay, here we are. We're back. Okay, let's see. Let's import this stuff. Lots to import. Okay, so we should have a sound now. Oh, the Wilhelm scream. I'll have to look it up. Okay, sound. We have the falling man scream now. And then we have... no, we don't have any emitters. Dang it. I added a whole bunch, I thought. We added low poly effects, but I don't think... Oh, I don't think it actually added them. Okay, hold on. We gotta do this again. Oh, and we're not even showing it on the other one. Okay, here we go. Sound effects, developers input. Where are those? So I should have just... Smoke trail. We just don't have any emitters. Bomb explosion. What is that one? Hold on. Compiling. Oh, see, that should work. Why can't I play that one? This is where I need to learn more stuff, guys. I need to learn how to do all this stuff. I mean, there's this Niagara system. Target is self, return better, return here. Okay, spawn emitter location should have worked. I wonder if this will play. I just want to try it. Because I don't think it'll play right here. I just want to see what it'll do. Oh, it did play it. So it is playing at the location. It's just way too small. So I wish we could do like a blood splatter or something. The target is itself. Oh, okay. Hold on. So I think we could have done this. So if the target is the character, so we'll do a different one later, but this works. Didn't work. Hold on. We don't want to simulate it. If it's in geometry. No, it was working. We broke it though. The sound effect was working. But we messed this up. So if we turn that off. Oh, that's where I broke it. I mean, if it's playing inside him, that might be a problem. See, so it is playing on me. Oh, so we need to scale it up. But essentially, okay, so now we want to delay. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, then we're going to set up a delay. This is me taking way too long to do this. We're going to wait 1 second, 2 seconds, and then reload the level. Load level, there we go. Okay, the level name is side scroller example map. Oh my gosh, you see a green robot on screen. Of course you do. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. How come nobody told me? This is me. I'm rocking it here, dude. Okay. So now, essentially, gonna overlap with my hazard, cast to the character, add an effect, click a delay, and then reset the level. And then, so it reloaded the level. This is what it was doing to me before. But it's not restarting the level. It's reloading the level within the level. That is so cool. So this is such a glitch. This is going to crash everything. So how is it doing this? It's starting the level within itself. Let's do it again. Because I'm standing. This is gonna explode. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's chugging. This is too fun. Okay, let's end this before it blows everything up. That is too funny. Okay, so new level. Load as temp package. It's loading the level. We need it to reload the level. That is too funny. Okay, so let's try. Is there not a reload level? Restart. Level. Load level. Whoa. This is like change. This is not the way I used to set this up. Let's do this. Let's figure out what's going wrong. We need open level, not load level, guys. Open level by freaking name. Oh, this is actually super helpful. This is actually super helpful for me. I'm going to show my face. I'm going to show my face because I am not going to be able to use this. I'm not going to be able to use this for... This is awesome. So... The next game I plan on making is going to be an endless wandering game. And I had set up like a temple run type level before where you're spawning in objects and actors. The problem is you can't have really all the logic associated with it, but you can with a level. So I'm spawning in, basically I'm spawning in that level inside my world over and over and over again. So what we're going to do is we're loading level, but we need to figure out how to unload levels as well. But we'll use levels instead of objects as the foreground pieces as they stop in. Jonah, how's it going? Yes, I did it open level. It is open level. Thanks, Derek. Thanks for making me feel like a big dummy. This is, once again, this is a good lesson of why you need to be in the engine every freaking day. Because I do this assignment. I do this assignment with my class once a year. And every stinking time I have to go over it before I go over it in my classes. So yes, it's open level by name. Thank you, Derek. You're awesome. But for the next game we're going to make, the Infinite Wanderer, we're going to use load level and remove level so we can have complicated environments and pieces with spawned pieces, randomization, all appearing in front of the player to make it feel new. Derek says you were asking the right question. I just Googled it. Yeah, thank you, Derek. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Took way too long. Let's compile this bad boy. Hit play. Okay, you ready? Boom. Now I can still walk around. I can still walk around though. So we play the effect on the character. We can still walk around. So what we want to do, let's see if this will work without me having to Google it, is let's try to lock player controls. Okay, so before the delay, we want to lock player controls. So let's see if we can do it. Lock all AI. Let's see, is there a tab for this? I might have to Google it. Switch on update. Let's look up controls. Is there a lock controls? I might have to Google it. CSM and Avery sends that the game idea is going to be awesome. I'm really stoked about it. I've got it all cooked in my brain for a possible next project. I will be prototyping it out, maybe even online as we get going. But I have it kind of I've painted the picture in my mind of at least the overall general theme of it, and then driving forward, we're thinking about possibly in the fall, like prototyping it out during the summer, kind of like we did with Bricks Over Blocks. But then I'm thinking about bringing in a couple narrative design interns to help flesh out the story of it and drive the gameplay, and be less reliant on interns as we were starting with Bricks Over Blocks. So it would be more true to an internship where we kind of give you an individual task while the team continues to work on it. Use execute console command note and type restart level. Good, sir. I think that would have been a way. So open level by name kind of did that same thing. What is the node to lock player controls? That's the question I'm going to ask. I just hit a button. By mistake. Blueprints visual scripting. Cool. But I think what we need to do, Derek, I think I need to be live streaming 2 hours a day. Just like this, just chatting with the community. I'll be working on Bricks Over Blocks in just 1 second. But yeah, that's what we need to do. Derek, to answer your question, you were asking about where all our particle effects are for our game. And it kind of looks like I had bought that effects pack. They didn't all get uploaded to the game. So we don't have them all in the library. So I'll have to grab them again, and I'll probably end up putting them all in so we have some to play with. Let's see. So we want to use, okay, here's how we want to do it. So get player controller. So let's try it. Let's see if we can get player controller. Get player. So we might have to send this to get player controller from user. User ID. I think this is player 1. Get platform user ID. Okay. Let's see if this will work. And then we want to how do we do this? I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, since we're restarting the level, this should work. So this should disable the input, should disable our player controller. Then we're going to go to a delay and start again. Let's see if this works. Could set the game to paused. Could do that. What's wrong? We have an error here. What? Why can't I get the player? Get local player. Controller ID -1. What if I get this? Delete that one. Okay, I don't know how to get the player ID. I mean, we could try this. Let's try this. We want the player controller, though. Do we have to make this many inputs? Could we don't want to pause the game because we want the effects and everything to still play. Return value user ID. Let's see. Player platform user ID. Let's try a different get player controller. Is there only one? Okay, just player controller. Boom. Yes. That should do it. Okay. So many different nodes. The player index, I don't know if we need to get that. Player index is 0. Player controller list starting first with the local players and then available. So this should work. Are you ready? We should lock our controller as soon as we hit that. And nope. Didn't work. Didn't work. Okay, let's see if we can grab this. Target is a self. I wonder if this... No, we don't want that. Target shouldn't be itself. Player controller. Disable input. Player controller. Get current players. Okay. Okay, we got the current players. We're going to try this again. Get current players. Return value. Okay, what did we do wrong? Okay, it doesn't like this. Get current players, get current player, get my player index. Oh my gosh. This should freaking work. I almost feel like piping that into there. Okay, which is fine. We can still move around. We don't want to, though. But why isn't it working? I love solving these problems, though, so we'll figure it out. That should have worked. Why isn't that working? It's got to be the player index is the problem. Okay, one sec. I'll be right back. Okay, so Jonas says player index is used for local multiplayer. Player index 0 should be the right since you're the only player in the game. That's what I think. So that should work, right? I've got to figure out why this isn't working. Do I need to target it to something else? I mean, does this need to be referenced to the third player character? Like, we could try that. Which the target is right here. So target, why isn't that not working? That, I mean, that does work. So let's do this. Maybe that'll fix it. It worked. Okay. It worked. Okay. We solved a problem. We did a thing. We did a thing. The thing was done. Took a little bit. So yeah, we didn't have the target set to the player. See, look at that. What? Locks the player, kills you. Let's change this level up a little bit. This, my friends, is why you can't be a, you got to stay in the game. You got to be in the game more than just once a year. You do these individual tasks. This is awesome. Okay, let's move this guy up. Let's make our world bigger. Here we go. We're just gonna overlap this crap. Make it feel more expansive. Here we go. Whee! It's interesting. It's gonna block the light, so I'm gonna change it a little bit. Just forget how to marquee grab over everything. Let's see. There we go. Now it feels, can't see the top or bottom. New mistake on my part. Here's that moving platform we made earlier. I'm just gonna throw it in here. I think we want to make these moving platforms so you can step on and off them, but let's do this. And then let's... Wait, what happened to you? What happened to my other piece here? There it is. That works. Actually, let's leave that there. What? Okay, we jump over that. Got the moving platform now. Mimicking some of that space. All right, we're gonna leave this here. We'll play with it some more later. We had some good times. Let me ask this, Jonah, do we have if you're still here, do we have a new build? March 24th is our latest. March 31st. So that's the one that was from our April 1st build, right? I think one of the goals we need to do is make sure we have a weekly build up and ready, if we can. I might play the March 31st build for a minute. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go grab my controller. I'm gonna work on the game in just a second, but I think what we'll do is also play the latest build. I think I have it. I think I actually have it here because I played it before we shipped. Right? Yep. So there's the March 31st build. So we already have it. But let's check it out for a minute. If we couldn't, because the latest one has some of those new features and mechanics we want to play. So yeah, let's get in the habit of like Tuesday or even Wednesday right before our meeting, if we could have a new build posted. That will give me a chance to play it, make updates, and post it all to the YouTubes. Oh wow, we've had 10 views on our vertical stream. Still got 2 viewers. Only good sir, are you ready to check out our game we've been working on? Okay, let me go get my controller. I'll be right back. We're back! Got my controller and everything. Got a brand new USB-C to USB-C cord that is nice and long. This is what we dream of. Thanks, Acer. USB-C. Bada bing, bada boom. Connected and everything. All right, hold on to your hats. Hold on to y'all's hats. All right, let's play some bricks over blocks. Bricks over blocks is the way to be. Oh, I could just be playing it on Steam. It's the same one. Right? Why am I playing it here? We could just be playing this on Steam. What the heck? But we're not. We're not. Okay. Any key works. Controller support is working. I still need to do live stream with... Is this all my saved? Guess so. Here we go. Still want a power-up that'll restore blocks. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. So it's almost like if when you have that power-up and it highlights the boxes, and then you can restore it. Oh man, I lost some points. Easy to lose points on this level. Come on. There we go. Got it. Playa One Wiz. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. We're playing the Steam smash hit, Brickies over Blockies. Okay, next one. Did I really get a negative score on that? That's awesome. That is too cool. That is... I love that so much. The first level now became easy to clear, but difficult to get a good score on. I'm going to play with... There we go! Okay, here we go. Watch this. No, we didn't shoot up. We didn't shoot up again. Dang it. I got it once. There, shot off to the side. We got to figure that out. I think the tech for the glitch has changed. Oop, got to stop all these. Here it comes. Yes! Well, I kind of did it. So much different than it used to be. We really need that effect on the player. We need an effects artist, y'all. Not my forte. There we go. Jonah says, what about repair the last broken brick or repair or respawn the nearest block that was destroyed? Yeah, I think we could do that. I think our goal, Jonah, is to not require extra button presses. But then we need to have like a visual indicator that that's happening, which it could be just the particle effect moving from point to point. Like you pick up the object, and then a really cool particle goes and respawns that block that was destroyed. That would be awesome. The last block. What do you think? Should we? Does that sound? I think that sounds like a plan, Jonah. Somebody write that down. Write it down. I like that a lot. We'll also clip it and share it. Okay, here we go. See that? The ball is just up there. Really want to get rid of that blinking block at the beginning. That feels so like unfinished and unpolished. I'm okay with it after the player has died. Kind of makes sense. But I'd almost like it if there's a way to detect whether if there's a way to do a detection to see if there's a block underneath them and then use it, that would be ideal. So that whenever you restart on the level, if there were no more blocks here in the middle, then that thing appears. Is that too complicated to do? Let me know your thoughts, Jonah. I love the hearts. Do the hearts still die when they touch? They do. What do y'all think about the hearts dying when they touch? I also want the explosions to be much bigger. It's got to be a way to enlarge the particle effects that play on them. I'm going to start playing with all that stuff. That's why we need to get in the engine every stinking day. Oh, snap. Oh, that was sweet. The game goes so much faster now that we've sped up the ball. I almost feel like... I don't know, I'm torn on it. I almost feel like we should kind of go halfway between this and the last version. To where it still speeds up. But maybe does... Now that we have more things happening, maybe it should start out slower. And maybe it just has like 3 speed up levels throughout the game. So like it's a... And we could do it by time. We could slow it down one for the first minute. And then the last, like go just by minutes. That it speeds up a little bit. Oh, what do you think about this? Kind of just spitballing some ideas. But if right now the timer's white... And it could go to like yellow after 1 minute's over, and then red at 1.5 minutes, and we could adjust the speed a little bit. Something to think about. We still could do it based on how many bricks are broken, just not as fast. That's what I'm kind of thinking. That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's still doing that thing where when I jump into it, like if it's going the same direction, okay, it doesn't always fly up. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, shoot, I died! Got him. That feels good. We just need effects on the player. Oh my gosh! It's Crazy Town. Look at that. That is awesome. So much going on. It's pandemonium. I wonder, this is a PR thing, if when things are absolutely nuts like that, if we can do something with the sound and music. Like, if there are that many things going on, if we, like, ramped up the music to really hook people in, that would be awesome. But we already ask so much of Pierre. Yes, that felt good. Okay. Oh, I thought we got that one. We need to figure this out. If it is jumping on the cars, how can we visually, like, pay that off? That's cool. That is so cool. Felt so good. Oh, dude, did you see how many points I lost? That was so sad. We need to play. We need a sound effect when you lose those points. We need some serious sound effect and effect passes. In fact, Jonah, if you're listening, you know how we talked about on the last brick doing that whole slowdown thing? I kind of think we should do that when you lose your ball. Like if it hits the water, we kind of just slow the whole thing down and pay that off like it's a bad thing. Wah, wah. This is feeling really cool. Write that down. Sound effect for when the ball goes in the water, like to really pay that off. Sound effect. See there? Now that blinking block like made sense. I got a life back. See this? Potentially I could just sit here forever. Okay, John, I need to read what... Oh, dude, we got one... Oh, we lost. What about one pickup, block repair? An outline of the broken blocks will appear after a few seconds. The closest broken brick will respawn. The player can go to the broken block they want to repair. I like that. I like that. Let's try... That was an awesome feature. Let's put that on your list, Jonah, of tasks. Put it on the bottom of your list. Put it on the bottom of your current list of tasks. We need to do that. I think before our next build, we want to readdress the ball speed and kind of do something that's in between its current state and the last build state. For anyone hopping in, welcome to the stream. We are playtesting bricks over blocks. Before I hop in, after this, I'm going to be working on the forest level we're creating, getting more of that like knocked out. Which ideally in the future we'll have someone who is kind of in charge of. Shoot, in charge of. Oh, I can't even talk. There's so much going on. Of environment art, who will be able to do that so I can just focus on design. Oh crap, this level just got amplified. So that's funny. So since I'm playing just as an executable, it's not counting as playtime on Steam, which is not a good thing. Hey, if you are a member of the community and you've purchased bricks over blocks, please consider giving a review. You can't really start making forward progress until you have 10 reviews, typically positive ones, but we'll take anything we can get at this point. We just want reviews. Oh, snap, dude. We're gonna lose bigly. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Oh, shoot. Lots of negative points there. Dude. Bigger smashing effect. Sound effect, bigger smashing effect, and effect when the blocks break. We need to pay that off more. But see that? The ball just kind of shot out of the water back up. But there was no visual or effect payoff other than that negative 400, which is really bad. But maybe on the first time... How did we win? How did we win? Did we run out of time? I don't remember. This level used to be cake when the ball was slower. Oh, we're on the next one now. Okay. Take it easy, checkpoint. Oh, come on, bro. Broskies, here we go. Here we comes. Oh, I'm so bad at that. Gotta get better. Here we go. Yes! This is not the smartest way to go, but we're doing it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Snap. So much damage happening. Yes. Very cool. Very cool sounds. No. Okay, scores are doing okay. I wonder if we get like a visual indicator on the score too to let you know you're doing well, maybe? I don't know, something to think about. See, I just lost so many points there. Here we go. Come on. Hit it. Hit it. One more. One more. Dang it. Dang it. Shoot. There we go. Boom. Wonder who Play a One Whiz is. I'm not sure who that is. Not 100% sure. But I know they're awesome because they stopped in and said hello. Ah. Okay, keep these alive. Keep these. The most important thing is to keep these going up. Ah, shoot. We've glitched through. We got it, baby. We can beat this one. I think we're gonna get a good score on this one. There we go. Jonah says, should we also add score when the player picks up the heart and the player's health is full? Yes. Yes. Yes, we should, Jonah. Excellent thinking, my friend. This is the level Zach hates. He hates the design of this one. And we'll change it someday. Maybe we'll keep it just because they hate it. I cannot do it, Jonah. I can't. Maybe I just need to get better. So we want to jump on it. Ah! Why did that not fly up? Here comes one down the middle. Here we come. So... Oh, see, that's cool. Did that give negative? It didn't give negative points, though, did it? I can't get up. There we go. I can get up. Dang it. So many points lost there. Okay, come on, checkpoint. We can do it. Yep, I'm convinced. Let's slow down the ball speed. Because this, towards the end, it's pretty fast. I'd be okay if we even just kept it the way it is, but just slowed it down a little bit more. So that that final speed is what the current speed is. Let me know what you think. Okay, let's hop out of the game. Let's get to work, y'all. I'm gonna quit. We're gonna quit while we're ahead. Do 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 do. Oh, we got a follow from Only Good Sir. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, it's almost 5 already. I need more time in the day. Okay, I've got to hide the screen. Oh, the mic is muted. Sorry. My bad, my friend. Hopefully it's better now. I can't find. It doesn't look like Zach had posted the block out yet for some of the stuff. So that's what I was gonna work on. Let's set this back up. What time is it for you right now, Jonah? I need more time. I need more time in the day. How can I get more time, Jonah? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually, what I'm going to do is let me grab. Ten asset editors were open. What was that? 5:47 a.m. Oh, you're a night owl, right? Don't you work mostly at night? Okay, so those are not opening. So we're not going to worry about that. No, we're frozen. Here we go. Is this all the stuff that was still open? What is this? Waterfall? Oh, that was me. I did that. M waterfall. Okay, this is all the stuff I was playing with. Hold on. BP gunship projectile. So this is you. Pick up base. Ball trail effect. BP player. What do we have in BP player? We have enable and fire the gun. Okay, so this is the gun shooting out of your head. This is what Jonah's working on right now. This is awesome. Spawn gun. Remaining shots. This is slick. I'm doing a code review, Jonah. I'm not really doing a code review, but I am checking this out. So that points up. Very cool. So this is on BP. So custom event fires when you hit the pickup, plays this, shots depleted at the end, sets it at 0, and spawn actor gun projectile. I love it. And then you choose how many shots you want. Okay, very cool. What else do we have in here? On component, top breaker overlap. So is this what breaks from when it touches your head? Brick interaction. Awesome, awesome. Character movement. I need to figure out how to get debug, print screen, get max acceleration. Okay. Right mouse, controllers. Spawn BP gun. Enhanced action. All right. Bottom break overlap. So this is when you jump on blocks. Awake at night, sleep in the day. Is that just a personal preference, or is it just quieter? Like, do you get more quiet time to work? I'm not gonna lie, Jonah. I'm kind of the same way. I wish I didn't open all these. I do a lot of work at night for the same reason. The kids are in bed. I'm able to get stuff done. It wrecks me though because I don't sleep during the day. So I get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep usually, and then I'll sleep in 1 day a week. And for lack of better words, like kind of catch up. Okay, we're not even going to save this stuff. We're just going to close it. Okay. There's our main menu. Quieter at night. Yep. Isn't that the truth? Where's my forest level at? There you are. Don't save. Okay. So here's our whip level. Question is, will I be able to play it now? Let's find out. Let's find out. Will it work? Oh, it is working. I'm not gonna lie. That actually is starting to look pretty cute. What do you think? This is the first whip of the forest level. So no multi-ball pickups yet in this one. Just keeping it pretty straightforward. So yes, definitely you can add this to the roster of levels for the next build. We can keep it in whip mode like this. Even this looks okay. Right now I could put some treetops on those to kind of flesh it out. But Zach is gonna get me like a combined mesh of all of this so that I can then input that. Why does the halo around the volcano, why is it looking so far to the left? Wait, what is it? Left click? Oh, left click on the mouse? Oh, rad! Check that out! Nice! Oh, that's fun. Can you do that on the... Oh, you can do that on all of it? Oh, that is rad. And we need some motion control. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, slow those down a little bit, like at half the rate. And that way, yeah, you can send them to some different spots. We could test out the strength of them. Jonah, let me know what you think about this. If you could add in the ability for me to input a value and say make them only a half as strong as they are now. So it takes 2 hits to equal 1 HP hit. And we could tune that. And then we could actually have them shoot twice as long. So we could have it go for like 50 or even 15 seconds and give it more duration because it feels really good, but just not make it as powerful. Let me know what you think about that. And then we could spawn more of them. The least power we give that, the more we can do it. But that is awesome. What does everyone think of this new pickup with the projectiles that shoot out? And we want to change the look and the color, at least the look and the color of Blocky just a little bit for this one. And I need this water like coming up through, so I may have to curve the water so that it comes up past the player a little bit. We'll play with it. And then we're going to make it the same kind of water effect that the city has, which is, but we want it to be blue. So that's something I'm working on right now too. And then the color and the sky, we may need a hand-painted sky. I don't know. Or we could just use honestly, we could use this default Unreal sky in here. I think it'd be fine. Oh, if you pick up 2, you get 20 projectiles. So let's keep them at that, but let's lower their power so we can have more of those pickups. And we can introduce those early on. That's going to give so much more boost. And we got to figure out some kind of skill-based method for players to receive those. I don't know, something to think about because it's super fun. Another thing, Zach had done so right now with the left bumpers, I can rotate the head of my player. I still want that in the game. I know it's not a crucial thing, But I want, if you could trade out the animations, he did some 45-degree angles. And I think that'll be really cool for controller support. It'd be something you'd find out how to use, but in tilting that head, when you have somewhere like here where it's just bouncing up and down, to be able to tilt your head 45 degrees and angle it off to the side, I think that could be a huge strat, even when you're jumping and you want to shoot it off in different directions. Would give the player more control. Awesome. Okay. And we don't have any music in here either. You know, I just realized it's super quiet. So we need the forest music in. Why did that not hit? We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Got you, bro. Very cool. All right. Okay, let's click out of this. Error, lots of errors, which is fine. So like there's the original image right there. So I'm trying to remember which ones, I don't even know which ones they are. So kind of greener in the background. We have like that one over here. What is this one? I don't see that one. That must be some just like squished in together. But I'm just going to throw some of these in here so it starts to get... starts to get roughed out at least a little bit. And we'll figure out the rest later, but... Did I do that? Hold on. How did that get moved? Yeah, Jonas says I'll change the damage of the projectile. Yeah, and we need to let's make sure we play an explosion effect when they hit as well. And maybe even an explosion when they fire from your head. So even just using this, the current little hit explosion that you have, like when the ball hits, have it play when they fire off the top of your head and then play again when they hit whatever block that is. And then we need to work on, and let me know how I can help with this. The explosion effect when they break needs to be a lot more impactful. And I did buy an effects pack, and I had sent it to the rest of the team during early development, but it looks like they only kept the ones that they used. So we don't have the full library like in the content drawer, it looks like. So I'm going to put it on my task list to go through those and add the ones that a lot of the ones that we don't have that I think would work for us. It had a bunch more like emitters for like explosions and bigger effects. Like some of them even had stars that popped out and all this stuff. We need those. We need all those. So they didn't get used, and we need bigger particle effects. I think there were some clouds that we could use as dust particles for on Blocky when he moves left to right, so we can see that. So let me know what you think about that, Jonah. Jonah, my friend. BP player, force level 1. So we want to save force level 1. Okay, what did I do? I hit cancel. Is it not saving? Revision controls is still you. We're going to change our revision control settings. I should be hiding this. Should be hiding it. Let's hide it. And then I'm going to edit this all. I'm going to edit all this to Endo media. There we go. Okay, one of the things I'm thinking about bringing in, like, see this? So I'm going to replace this whole plane coming down with that water texture. It's going to look awesome. But for right now, I want to see if I can get the car. There was a car blueprint. It should have a spline on it. That car test would be a good one. I wonder, let's see. I wonder if that has, look how big that is. Oh no, it's not big. Is this a blueprint? Let's look at the blueprint on it. Construction, nothing. So it doesn't have anything. There it is, the test. For spline length, okay. Don't need that. Okay, what is the car? Car orange, car background. Which car is it? Car skeleton, car physics, car orange. BP car? Let's try BP car. Why is the... Okay, that's fine. Okay, is there a spline? There's no spline attached to it. I think I'm gonna have to open up one of the other levels and take a look. Nope, here it is. Viewport. Car MS honk beep. So I think it is just spawning in the car. So that's not what we need. It's not what we need, my friends. It is awesome though. Okay, let's... Why does it have that big radius around it? Jonah says I might need to change the health of the bricks to use float instead of int. I think so. If we're going to do this approach, then we do want... Yeah, we may want half increments. And then it changes when it's completely depleted. Would that be... And any of the stuff I'm saying, I don't want to destroy or complicate things, but I do think that collision's important. Like how that works. Okay, let's save this one. Let's open a new level. Okay, we're gonna check it out. Bada bing, bada boom. Contra drawer. Let's look at our levels again. Player one Wiz, have you ever considered using a cell shading post process in the game? I think so. I think that would look really cool. What do you think? What do you think, Player Wiz? Player one Wiz? I think that's a good idea. We could look into it 100%. Okay, here we go. We got little kids yelling. Or can I load up 2 levels? Okay, city. So we have these splines coming out. This is I believe it was either our intern or one of our programmers figured this out with these splines. So what is this? This is BP Spline Master. So let's look at this. So this is spawning in the car. So we can have it spawn in that car test, I think. So it's doing a move too. So here's the car node. So someone wrote this. Input car to reference. We may need your help, Jonah, for this. Play one Wiz. It really gives the game a more flat, cartoonish color palette. It can really look cool. Look really cool. I think we'll test that. We'll put that on our list. Play one Wiz. By the way, Play one Wiz. Do I know you personally? I just want to make sure. I know I have a lot of like former students and other people that pop in, and I'm just wondering. You seem to know my name is Gabe. Makes me wonder. Okay, viewport is just this spline. So that's my question is how do I edit that? So we're going to put the BP Spline Master in. Let's toy with it. Let's put it in Forest 1. Rio, how the heck are you doing? Play one Wiz, my friend. Dude, have you graduated yet? Play one Wiz. I think you're super talented. We should chat. We should chat. Let me know where you're at. I want to hear about your game adventures. I was when you were a student, I was super impressed with you in my level design class. All right, let's see. Let's grab that. Spline Master. This is something I've never edited splines before in Unreal, so this will be a first for me today. We're doing a first. So creating was a blueprint. So even though it's a blueprint, it sounds like I can add. Here we go. Look at this. There's a spline edit in blueprints. Duration 1. All right, so let's save this one. I'm going to actually open up. I want to see in the city level what was done to this spline, because you can edit them as instance. Looks like you can change the duration for the time that it travels on it, maybe. I didn't mean to check it out. Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn. If you want to join the WalterNet Games Discord, there should be a link in the description, and you can join the community and you can reach to me there. If nothing else, I'd love to see the games you're playing. I could do a live stream and play it. Give you some feedback, but yeah, I love that you're still making games. Okay. So the question is, I don't know whether you can add spline points from how you do that. So if you look at this one, the spline master, see this one, car selected 0, edit billboard scale. Billboard scale, what does that even mean? Billboard scale. Okay, let's look at the spline. Duration is 1, override construction script, draw debug, allow discontinuous spline, adjust tangents on snap. All right. Actually, here, I will send you my LinkedIn though. You just look up Gabriel Olson on LinkedIn. Where is my profile? Here we go. Sweet. Sounds good, my friend. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. We shall keep in touch. Oh, that's funny. I was typing LinkedIn in here. Okay, let's look at this. How do we allow discontinue? I swear that was on there. Swear that was checked. Oh, look at this. Okay. Maybe allowing discontinuous spline. Change that. But we should... Okay, so the fish... How do we increase the tangents? Add spline point here. Ah, yes! Ah, yeah. So we want the fish jumping in and out. Right? I love this. So I should be able to grab... Actually, we'll leave it like this. Come, I can't grab the Bezier curves. I can. Weird. There we go. Okay, add point, spline point here. Wow, okay. Rad McRad sauce. Okay, so the fish is going to jump in and out of the water. And then what we've got to figure out how to do, which I have no idea, is... Oh, Alt. Nice. Alt duplicates a spline point. We're learning how to spline. Okay, this is just a practice then. Just a practice one. Right? Right. And we don't even know... We don't even know which direction this is going to go, so let's see. Let's see what happens. No, it's not kicking off. So we've got to figure out how to kick off that car thing. Yeah, let's test it out, baby. It's the hat trick. It stopped working. Boo. Boo. Pick up gun 6. Stopped working. We broke it. Okay, so how do we make this kick off? I know Jonah might know. This is the problem with working on a game. That was created by someone else. I mean, that was coded by someone else. So we don't know how all this stuff works. Which is cool. Which is cool. Okay, so let's look at this spline master. Car move to. Construction script, nothing. Event graph, what kicks it off? Event tick, delta seconds. So event called every frame, sets these keys, loops, move to target, BP spline, spawn car. So it should be spawning car. It might be reversed. No, but then it would be going the opposite way. Thanks, Jonah. Does that need to be added to the scene as well? Like, do I need to drag that out in here? I mean, if we do, we'll do it. Where's the spline manager? So ideally we can drag this somewhere in our scene, right? Doesn't matter where it is. This will manage our splines. Wish us luck. We'll just put it underneath the level. Okay. Event, begin play, get all actors in class, the BP spline master. Okay, so this, for all intents and purposes, this might work now. Oh, it's saving. Oh, there it goes. Yep, we did it the wrong way. That's what's going to happen with our fish. Ah, I love it. And we can slow it down. All right. This is what we're going to do, Jonah. We're just going to use the car as a placeholder right now. The car will be our fish. Actually, let's just reuse this one. So I don't have to bring anything new in. Wonder if I can, how do I delete some of these points? Delete spline point, okay. I don't think I want to delete them. Maybe I do. Let's delete some. Okay, let's delete some spline points. Why can't I delete it? Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. And here's what we'll do just for fun. Will they do it one at a time? And then we'll add these in one or two of the cave levels, and we'll just have to replace them with bats. See that? That's our fish, and it's going to be splashing in and out of the water. And it needs to make a splashing fish sound. So I think the easy thing to do... Yeah, swimming cars right now. It's our swimming car level. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Woohoo! So we can get the... We could easily get the fish and the bats in before our April 15th release. That's awesome. And we can play with the... I'm assuming with the spline manager in each level, we can tweak the frequency that they come in, like in harder levels, which can be good and bad. New idea too, Jonah. What do you think about this? Why don't we have 2 colors of fish too? Maybe one of the fish is wild. It's a wild fish. And it won't fling you up. It'll actually hurt you. And we can do the same thing with the cars and bats. Just spitballing ideas again. But while we're at it, while we're blocking this stuff, let's do this. And then I can check this off my task list that I've blocked in. I've stubbed in the fish. We just need to add the actual fish with the animation. Ooh, a puffer fish. Yeah, it'll take a heart away. A pufferfish, and then what if one of those cars is on fire? And those one, hold on. We got it. Jonah, we got it figured out. The pufferfish, I don't know what the variation on the bat would be, but a car on fire, and we could figure it out for the drone. Occasionally, one of those comes in. And if it hits you, it actually explodes and will have an area effect blowing up the blocks around you. What do you think? I love it. That'll be so cool. I'm eating nuts. And by the way, after I'm done with this, all these little things I'm saying are going to be cut up as small videos so I can give feedback to my team, which is you. All right, here we go. But yeah, that's my plan. That's the plan. I think that's the thing. Jonah says it will make it really hard. Let's play with it, though. Let's test it out. It'll make it hard, but then you want to avoid the pufferfish. You want to avoid the flaming cars. And maybe those come in kind of towards the end of the boss level. So at the end of the level, I also have those big blocks. We need to figure out what, like an extra, like on that 20th level or that 10th level, every 10th level is something kind of extra crazy. And we can lead up to that 10th level, like maybe the 7th or 8th, we start introducing those cars that are on fire. And we can add more blocks underneath for those levels. And you have to avoid those. I love it. That's what we're going to do it. It's been decided. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to our levels. Let's pick like cave 1. And let's add the bat cars. Ooh, the Batmobile. Okay, we're going to add the Batmobile. I don't need to check out the BP Slide Manager, but I am. Okay. So, spline. We need a spline manager. I don't know what the spline background. I think those are the cars that are just going around in the background. So there's our spline manager and a spline master. And then let's, okay, apparently I have to make this tangible. Override construction script. Where was it? Spline. Closed loop, default, advanced. Allow discontinuous spline. I think that's it. So let's stretch this out. And let's see what direction it comes from. So this should be working, right? Why is it not playing the car now? Do we need another spline point? Well, let's give it a minute. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it was backwards. Okay. So the idea is that the bat swoops in from the ceiling. I didn't mean to duplicate that. Okay, so it's going to be up on the ceiling, like so. It's going to fall down and just kind of swoop down towards the player. Drop down kind of straight. Oops. Nice swoop down. Maybe like that. Swoop down towards the player and then up. How did that happen? Oh, that's kind of... What the heck? I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to twirl it that way, but I kind of like it. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, that pulled it in the wrong direction. Okay, let's try this. What happens? Huh. I mean, I kind of just wanted it to fall straight and go ahead. Like, I don't like the turning action, like, at least not at the moment. Okay, let's adjust this. So let's just take that top one and delete it then. Because that, I grabbed it by the wrong handle. There we go. I want to go. Okay, so we want the bat, though. We're going to adjust this so the bat is like hanging there. We need it to be hanging there and then appear. I mean, it could just appear, but I like the idea of them poofing up, just poofing and appearing. Okay, so let's do the... Oh, shoot, I did not mean to do that. And then these need to be adjusted for each level. They are now the Batmobiles. So it's going to come down. That's going to be the bat. This is going to fly down into each level. And we'll tweak and adjust them. Are there no more? We didn't save the level, maybe. I swear there should be more Batmobiles. Oh shoot, we just duplicated the spline. No. That's no good. Get rid of that. Okay, we were supposed to duplicate this guy. So we grab the spline master. Why is that not duplicating? Is there no duplicate button? What the heck? Okay, Alt. There we go. There's a master too. Okay. And a third. Okay, let's try this now. Okay, here we go. There are the McBat cars. So we'll have to figure it out. And yeah, we need to go into the spline master and adjust how often they come. Like maybe in that first level, cars don't even come at all. And the bats. Yeah! This is gonna be look pretty rad when these are bats and not cars. But right now, they're the Batmobiles. I can't jump on them very well though. There we go. And then they'll fly up in front of the screen like that. That's cool. Beep, beep. Oh my gosh, I can't get the last one. Oh, almost jumped on it. There we go. Oh my heavens. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. I will be chopping this up and posting it onto YouTube ASAP. But that's it. Batmobile. Jonah, thanks for being awesome. Maddie, have a great day. Yeah, I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could spice up your